You know that moment when you finally catch your cat, brush them for half an hour, and end up with this tiny tuft of fur. Now compare that to this, a mountain of fur that came out on my PawSwing Neo's grooming box, and I didn't even lift a finger. Yep, that's the moment I realized this thing might actually be the real deal. So, after 30 days and 9 cats later, here's the truth about the PawSwing Neo. No hype, no honeymoon phase, just what is it really like to live with it every day. If you ever tried to brush a cat, you know it's basically an Olympic sport. You need stiff, reflex, and maybe some protective gear. And even when you win that battle, your reward is a small handful of fur and one very offensive cat. That's exactly where my story with the PawSwing Neo started. I saw it online, thought it looked kind of gimmicky, but hey, I got 9 cats. If something can make grooming easier, I will try it. So picture this. Me exhausting holding that little turd of fur from a half-hour brushing session, and next to it this giant pile of fur from the PawSwing Neo that took me 0 effort. That contrast hit me hard. I literally said, wait, how is this thing pulling off what I can't? And that is what this video is about. Not the unboxing, not the hype, but the long-term truth. Because after a month of living with it, and trust me, 9 cats will find every possible flaw, I've learned what this gadget actually does right and what it doesn't. So for anyone who missed my first video, here's a quick recap. The PawSwing Neo isn't your usual electric grooming device. There's no motor, no noise, no scary buzz. It's completely mechanical, which sounds boring until you realize how clever it actually is. The secret is in its design. Those bionic, cactus-shaped grooming rings. When your cat steps inside, their own weight makes the ring rotate, brushing them gently as they move. It's like turning your cat's daily stroll into a fully body space treatment. The first time I tested, I honestly didn't expect much. I thought it would be another Instagram toy that ends up in storage after a week. But then I watched my cats going once, twice, and by the 3rd day, his coat looks smoother than ever. That's when I went from skeptical to full believer. Back then, my conclusion was it actually works. But now, after months of constant use and a whole household of cats, I've got much deeper take. So here's the real test. Does it still hold up once the novelty wears off? Short answer, yes. Long answer, yes, and more than that. Because what blows my mind isn't just that it still works, it's that it quietly become part of my cat's daily routine, like that football or litter box. I didn't even notice it happening at first. One day I realized, wait, they're just using it on their own now? Let me show you the difference. This is my living room. Pre-PawSwing Neo, I was vacuuming every 2 days. Cat fur on the sofa, on the sheets, even my coffee sometimes. But now my vacuum has basically been demoted. Even during the recent shedding season, the first situation didn't explode. It's actually manageable. And here's another big one, hairballs. With 9 cats, it used to be a constant problem. You hear that ominous sounds in the middle of the night, and you know it was cleaning time. But now, way less of that. They're grooming more efficiently and it's showing. But here's where things got interesting. The cats have figured it out. They now know this box helps them feel cleaner. At first, I used trades to keep them curious. But now, even if I don't put anything inside, they still walk in and out of it throughout the day, totally by choice. And then came the new problem. With 9 cats, that one box basically turned into a VIP lounge. Some of my cats started guarding it like it was his personal spot. The others, especially the timid ones, would just wait around for their turn, which sometimes never came. So yeah, sweet problem. The solution is simple. I got another one. The second PawSwing Neo joined the family, and that's where things got really funny to test. Now, before you even think about getting one, you might be wondering, okay, but what if my cat is shy? What if they just ignore it? Totally fair question. Because honestly, if I tell you all 9 of mine love it instantly without any training, I would be lying. I've come up with what I call my 3-step onboarding method. The truth is, introducing a PawSwing Neo is more like introducing a new piece of furniture. Cats need time, but guiding them to use it isn't nearly as hard as you might think. I've come up with what I call my 3-step onboarding method, testing and proven with my own squad. Step 1, location and patience. Don't overthink it, don't drop your cats into it, just place it in a quiet corner where your cat usually walks by. Keep the entry wide open so it feels inviting. No pressure, no traps, let curiosity do its thing. Step 2. Positive association. This part is key. Drop a few trays or sprinkle catnip near the entry, not deep inside. You are building trust, not a bait and switch. Once they step close and sniff around without hesitation, you're halfway there. Step 3. Graduate adaptation. When your cat starts stepping inside comfortably, that's your cue to move the trays a bit deeper each day. Then slowly narrow the entry until it's in the optimal grooming position. Before you know it, they will be using regularly, even when you are not home. It's all about rhythm and comfort. Once they realize it feels good, that light bulb moment happens, and that's when it clicks. Hey, this thing actually helps me groom. Now that I have 2 PawSwing Neos, I figured let's do an experiment. I set up what I call the dual call system. Think of it like splitting your workflow between 2 servers. Expect the servers are cats and fur. The old PawSwing Neo went in the dining area. That's where most of my cats hang out during feeding time. And the new one went in the lounge area, where they nap and play. The idea was to cover both types of behavior, necessity-based grooming near food, and casual, I just walk through this thing grooming near the lounge. After 1 week, I opened both collection boxes at the same time, and the result was wild. Box A, stuffed with fur. Box B, almost the same amount. Then I poured both piles together, and it's way more than what 1 box collected in a week during my first test. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just about convenience anymore. I basically created a self-running fur management system. The cats were grooming themselves throughout the day in 2 different areas. No stretch, no coaxing, no endless brushing, just natural automatic grooming at scale, and it worked flawlessly. So here's where I have landed after a month. The PawSwing Neo isn't just a product anymore. It's become part of how my multiple cats household functions. The fur around the house, way down. Hairballs, almost gone. The cat's coats, smoother, cleaner, and honestly, they look happier. And me, I'm saving time, sanity, and I'm no longer chasing cats around with a brush like some medieval knight. When I started this test, I saw the PawSwing Neo as a neat gadget, something to make cat care a bit easier. But now it feels like a small ecosystem. One that quietly works in the background so I can actually enjoy being a cat owner instead of constantly clean up after them. If you got 1 or 2 cats, you will love the simplicity. But if you got multiple cats home like mine, adding a second one transforms it from a cute gadget into a serious efficiency upgrade. It's like your home goes from manual mode to auto mode. So to wrap this up, after 30 days, 9 cats, and hundreds of hours of passive grooming, here's my honest verdict. The PawSwing Neo has earned its place in my home. It's durable, low maintenance, and more importantly, it works consistently. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but that's exactly what makes it brilliant. It doesn't need to impress you with tech, it just quietly gets the job done. Its true value isn't just in how much fur it collects, it's how much freedom it gives you. Freedom from daily brushing battles, freedom from constant cleanup, freedom to just enjoy your cats again. Because let's be real, being a cat owner shouldn't feel like a chore. And now thanks to this weird little box that looks like a spaceship for cats, it finally doesn't. So yeah, if you have been on the fence about the PawSwing Neo, I get it, I was too. But after seeing how it's changed my home and my cat's habits, I can confidently say it's gone from nice gadget to absolute essential. And who knows, maybe next month I will need a third one. That's it for today's video, thanks for watching.